Jessie, how many hours of sleep did you get last night?
Technically, none. Welcome to Baby Then What, the podcast you didn't know you needed for the real, unfiltered side of motherhood.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Jessie, and we're just two moms of two in the thick of it.
We're sharing the real and unhinged side of motherhood no one else talks about.
If you've ever said, I had a baby, now what? You're in the right place.
By the way, you're doing amazing, even if no one said it today.
Okay, everyone, welcome to the Baby Then What podcast.
Woo-hoo!
Previously, Pregnant Bitchez podcast.
We are now Baby Then What, by the way.
Amanda's already wearing some merch that some of you thought that was the big surprise.
The big surprise. No, people thought we were starting a wine label
Honestly,
company.
we should.
We should start a wine label company, but
Amanda's husband sells wine.
Yeah, he does.
So we are going to hit him up.
We're going to hit him up.
We need our own.
We need our own wine label, but
Yes.
it's going to be by the way.
Yes.
Now.
By the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the spiel. Basically, we came up with Pregnant Bitchez a year ago. We thought it was hilarious. It is hilarious.
It is hilarious.
People really do like it. But then we had some feedback that people stopped listening to the podcast once they were no longer pregnant because they're like, oh, it's a pregnancy podcast. And we're like, no, it's not. It's a everything podcast. It's a, you have the baby.
Then what?
Yeah. And that was the question that we kept getting like over and over again. Okay, I had this, now what? I have this, then what? I have this. And anyway, so Amanda, I think you came up with it.
I did come up with it.
I didn't come up with it. And so one day we were like, hey, we need to rebrand the podcast so that more moms feel like they're included. We speak about every part of motherhood.
Yep.
We speak the whole, from the time you pee on the stick all the way to where we are now, which is toddler life. So the name is changing. The content is not.
We are still the same. We're still Pregnant Bitches.
Yes.
But now Baby Then What?
Yeah, once a pregnant bitch,
You're always a pregnant bitch. We're always going to say that. We'll always keep it in. But we're really excited about this.
Yeah.
I hope you're as excited as we are. And
we're working on some merch.
We're working on some merch if anyone wants. Wine label TBD. And to start off, Baby Then What? We have taken all of your questions.
Yeah.
All of them.
This is a great episode.
It's going to be amazing. I'm really excited. We're going to read them out. We're going to give you our honest, same opinion. Not you and me, same opinion. Same chaos, same opinion, same unfiltered, all the above. So let's jump into it.
Okay.
So Q&A, Baby Then What? Every mom's real questions answered.
Okay, the first bucket of stuff is about partnership and resentment.
Okay.
So it's funny.
Okay.
How to not resent your husband since I look after the baby 24/7 and he just lives life normally. I'm sorry to tell you, there's really
nothing you can do. We do talk about that all the time. Like it kind of goes into mom guilt. It goes into, what's the word I'm looking for? The mom takes every role. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know what the word is, but I will say that
the overload, like the mental load. Mom takes more of the mental load than the dad.
Always.
Okay, that was the word I was looking for. Okay.
No, what I would say is that in the first year, the way I rationalize it was like I was on mat leave, although I was only on mat leave for 6 months. So let's say the first 6 months I was on mat leave. And to me, my job was the baby. Like I was okay being 24/7 baby while my husband wasn't. I think where the issue started to come was that when I went back to work, now all of a sudden I also have a full-time job. He has a full-time job. You got to pull your weight, bro. Like now we're both in the same boat. Why do I have to do everything? Why do I have to do the grocery shopping and the this and the that? So I think it's like really tough to make that transition. I think no matter what, like you said, the mom is going to do more. You just
Always.
are.
You are.
The men are just not capable.
Like they're
Sorry.
not.
Like
Yeah,
they're
like-
just not capable.
Like the school's calling you to pick up your kid, like you're the first one going. If your husband's able to or your partner or whoever, like good on them and great, but you will be that first phone call.
100%.
And you're going to want to be there anyways.
Yes, exactly. And then this ties to the next question, how to talk to your partner about pulling his weight, feeling a bit resentful, but don't like that. The way I worked it was trying to give my husband like very specific tasks. So on baby number one, he was like, I was doing pumping, but I was like, you're in charge of all the frozen milk. You label the bag. You do this. You wash the pump parts. That's your job.
Right.
You keep this job. I feel like
that's
forever.
totally fair.
So give him like 1 or 2 jobs that like feel palatable to him. But like, you know, it is helpful.
No, but it takes
like
some stuff away from you.
And then back to your point of the mental load, it's just one less thing you have to think about planning or whatever. So find a couple of those things in your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Or like my husband also wanted to do bath time because he was gone all day.
He wanted to see the baby.
He wanted to do like 6 to 7 p.m. That was my hour like alone to just like decompress. But you need to just give them a couple, like give them tasks.
Give them tasks.
Don't assume they're not going to know what to do. They just don't.
They will not. Give them what they want to do or what you want them to do. And talk to them. They are your partner in the end. Yeah. They're not little babies. You can sit and have a conversation and say, I need you to do this. Like Adam loved changing diapers, which is very funny because when we first had a kid, he's like, I'm never changing a diaper. So I breastfed. I did the whole fucking trifecta. Yeah. Once it was done, gave him the baby, changed the baby's diaper, put baby in new clothes, did whatever, hung out with him for a bit, even though obviously that's like the best part. Like feeding once the boob, sure, but like the bottle, not fun, whatever.
No.
He still got the best part, but still I got to like sit down for a second, relax, just like give them a task.
Give them a task. My best advice to dealing with your husband that's not doing anything is give them defined tasks.
I agree.
And put a little bit of ownership on them.
Yeah. Like, and just be honest. Be honest. If you're feeling a little bit resentful or you're feeling this way, don't hold it in.
I agree. The best line I actually used with my husband that worked the best, I just said best twice. I said, if you're doing 0%, I'm doing 100%.
Right.
So use that math in your head. If you do 0, I do 100. So I was like, sometimes even if you can just give me 10%, I don't have to do everything all the time. I think like the math equation started to like
work in their heads. Yeah.
A little bit.
They're a little, Okay, going into the next one. Did you ever experience the roommate phase with your husband postpartum? When did it get better? Yeah, we all experience 100%.
It. That's like very common.
So common, especially, honestly, in my experience, I had it more so with the second kid.
Yes.
Versus the first kid.
Yes.
And we talked about this. And I literally remember like you looking at me exactly where we're sitting, having this exact conversation where you're like, the first you're together. Yes. Everything is together. I'm
and it's like they're little and they're not doing anything.
The second or third or fourth or fifth, I don't know how many you're having, whatever, that's on you. You got to split your time. So yes, you are definitely in the roommate phase, 1000%.
And it can last as long or as little as you want. Like I would say from a physical point of view, you probably don't feel good and sexy and want to have intimacy again. That takes like maybe a little bit longer.
Right.
But from like a, emotional connection point of view, like you really do need to book that first dinner away or like, I agree. Even if you can't leave the house, do a date night at home from like, put the kids to bed, and from 8 to 10, it's like a no TV,
no phone,
no nothing, and just reconnect. And the more you reconnect, the faster you will get out of that roommate phase, and the faster you will be back to yourselves. But it takes time, and it does take effort. Like people that just assume it's going to go back to normal is wrong. It does not go back to normal.
It will not. You have to work on it. I agree.
Like a marriage is 100% work, and if you want the intimacy back, if you want the emotional connection back. Otherwise, you end up doing a to-do list with each other back and forth.
Yeah.
I need to do this. Bring the kid here.
I agree. And then you're roommates. Yeah.
Then you're roommates.
You're full roommates. So you got to work on it. It does not just come.
And the longer you put it off, the harder it is. And it's more of an uphill battle. Like
I agree.
I would say give yourself 3 months of just like, don't worry about it. And then when like between 3 and 6 months, start to pick it back up. And then within the first year, you should be going on couple date nights, an overnight,
something if you can, 100%. And as much as I know these questions are obviously coming in from women, as much as you guys are feeling this way, they're feeling the exact 100%. Same way. They want the emotional connection. They want to have sex with you. Like they want all of that. Yeah. You just got to be open.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
How to handle shifts with a partner if you're both home, no plans, on leave. I mean, you're going to be in each other's face a lot now. Like that is a lot.
It's true.
But it's like we said
before. It's like COVID styles.
Yeah. Carve out time. Like if you guys need to have separate time with the baby, if you guys need to have date night, if you guys need to have family time, like carve out a bit of a schedule, some like
nap time, sex.
Yeah.
I don't know. Figure it out.
Yeah.
You could do it. I don't know. That's my best. Like you just, honestly, let's take all those 4 or 5 questions that we got. You can do it 1000%. Jesse and I have been through it twice. We have done it.
Yeah. You just need to like really be thoughtful and like plan and not let it fall to the wayside. Right. The more you plan and like try and engage, the better it will be.
Right. And I just want to end it with, not the episode, and this part with, you will go through phases of the roommate stage.
100%.
So let's say Jesse and I right now are not in the roommate stage. Who's to say
it's going to come back?
It's going to come back. It goes up and down. I just want to say that. We're not saying that do this and it's going to end. Like, no, that's just life.
No, but it's the more you work on it. And look, like you're tired as fuck when you have kids and you're busy and now you have more expenses. So you have to work more and it's a lot. But like, if you don't remember why you did it, like you married this person because you love them. You made children. You physically made children because you loved each other. Like, don't forget that.
Yeah, because they're going to move out and then you're still going to be stuck with your partner.
They're going to be really hating on each other like in 18 years.
No, literally.
It's not fun.
It's not fun. Your kids will move out and then it will be you and your partner again. So make the time and make it worth it.
It's worth it.
Okay.
Speaking of work, this is the next one.
Jesse like came in today.
This one is hits home for me right now. Like, how the fuck do we manage work full time, spending time with them, chores? Girl, I agree.
Jesse like walked into my house today for filming being like, I'm in mom guilt right now. I'm like, okay, well, we're going to talk about it.
No, it's really tough. It's really hard to manage everything. Like you can't do 100%. You can't be successful in your career as a woman and be a good mom and have time for your friends and have time for your husband, like without feeling overwhelmed. Like you physically can do it, but it doesn't come without a cost.
No.
And like, I'm definitely in that boat right now and I feel overwhelmed at times. I think I've said it to somebody before.
1000%.
Just try and be as present as you can in the moment. Like in the digital age.
I think it's the best advice.
You have to.
It is.
In the digital age, it's very hard to disconnect. Like if you're at work and your nanny is going off or your nanny's texting you or the daycare's texting you or someone's trying to engage with you.
I agree.
Like unless it's an emergency, you really should put it to the side. And when you're at home, like you need to set boundaries. Like I've started to set boundaries with work. I mean, I don't have to do it so intensely, but I ask my husband to all the time because people call him all day. I'm like, from 6 to 8 p.m.
You don't
put your fucking phone away.
Say I'm busy. Do not disturb.
And the other thing is too, like weekends become sacred.
Oh, for
like
sure.
I'm a big no person now. Like if it doesn't fill my cup or like I'm not doing a family activity or I'm not like wanting to,
Be
I don't want to
whoever. No, you don't have the time.
No.
So you have 2 full days with your kids morning to night if you are able to on the weekend and whoever is not working obviously on the weekend. And that's your only time that you have. Also, you have that time with your husband too as a family.
Exactly.
Because you could be spending time with your kids as you're saying after work or after school.
But there's no family.
But like it's not a family thing.
No.
You with the kids or your husband with the kids.
Yeah.
Usually it's not the 4 of you unless you're very, very, very lucky.
Yeah.
So the weekend is your sacred time.
Yeah. And you have to really like keep that part of your world sacred. And then when it comes, she also said chores, which is like, don't even get me started. Like that's kills me. But a couple things, if you can afford a cleaning lady once in a while, worth it. Budget that into your spend.
I agree.
And also like depending on the age of your kids.
You could take your kids for the chores. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Bring
like
them
grocery
in.
shopping, this, like they love it. And then you get to spend time with them. They're cute about it.
And as the kids get older, give them chores. Like my son now is like, he's on garbage duty. That's on you.
That
like,
video was so great.
You clean up after yourself after dinner. Like I'm not picking up your shit.
No.
Like pick up your own toys. Obviously a 1-year-old's different.
Right.
But a 4-year-old?
1000%. I agree.
Not picking up after you.
Get them involved.
This episode is sponsored by Everyday, a wellness brand built by moms for moms.
Their best-selling supplement Mood was created to help moms enjoy motherhood more, to feel calm, balanced, and like themselves again, even on the hard days.
It's a daily dose of support for your nervous system, packed with clean, science-backed ingredients like ashwagandha for stress resilience, magnesium for relaxation, and maca for natural, steady energy.
There's no fillers, no weird junk, just real support that actually makes a difference. It's not just for moms. Your partner might accidentally start taking it too.
If you've been feeling a little off lately, this is your sign. Take the supplement. You deserve to feel good too. Head to everyday.com and use code BTW15 for 15% off your first order. Guilt of wanting to spend time with my daughter, but I need to get stuff done after daycare.
So fair.
It's so hard.
It's really, really hard. It kind of ties into the first thing that we said. Obviously, people have jobs when they get home from work too. Like Adam's on his computer all night and I feel bad sometimes. I'm like, your kids are eating dinner. Like just take 20 minutes and come sit with them. They thrive for his attention.
I know.
Thrive. Like all they want is his attention. So like we tried, I was like, hey, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Even 10 minutes. To them, they don't know what 10 minutes is.
Right.
You know what 10 minutes is. They don't know.
Yeah.
Come sit with them.
I think that that just brought up a good point. The best advice I have is give them the undivided, proper attention. If some nights it's 10 minutes, if some nights it's 45 minutes, whatever it is, have a minimum time of like 10 minutes where you just are physically so present that they feel
they get it.
And then you can go and do your stuff.
I agree.
I think the worst feeling in the world is when somebody walks in the door like on their phone or like, oh, I have to go do this email or call.
Right.
Like do it at your office and don't come home until you can like
be present
or do it after dinner. But like you need to give them that time.
And you sitting there, I like always told them like him sitting there while we're eating on the phone and him saying like I'm present. You're not present. Your kid's trying to talk to you and you're like 1 sec. That's not worth it to them.
No.
Put it down. Even exactly what you said. 2 minutes. 2 minutes of like staring into your kid's eyes is all they need.
I agree.
So if you can do that.
And I think like you'll realize it goes a long way with them.
Right.
And then this is just on the same thing. How do you manage 2 kiddos and working and all the invisible mom lever? Look, at the end of the day, you do need help. You can't do it all.
Right.
You cannot work full time, be a mom, have a relationship, have a clean house, like something's got to give.
Right.
So you got to pull in help where you can. Like I even have a nanny and I still find that she doesn't have enough hours in a day to do all the things that I need. So I said to Josh, I'm like, once a week, like we got to call the grandparents in. Come for 1 hour.
I was going to say, yeah.
Just come for 1 hour so that we can just clean. Like me and her even together, like going back. Like I just need an hour here, an hour there, an hour here. Just spread the load.
I agree. An hour, like even have them come over and play with them outside, inside, anything.
Start
bring in the help. I agree.
Bring in the help. If your kids are starting to get older, you can actually have play
you
dates.
Literally took the words out of my mouth. We're almost at the point / we are at the point if you're close to your friends. Like I could drop off Arlo.
Right. Yeah.
And be like, Jess, like I'm going out for an hour. I need to do something. Like you can fully drop Ziggy off.
Yeah.
And like go and do something. We're there. Yeah. We're basically there.
And then the other thing I would say is you can not feel shamed about putting the TV on. Because if you need an hour to like clean your kitchen or whatever, you put the TV on or set up like a really cool activity for them.
I agree.
Or like if you can do like some kind of like park situation where I've actually seen a lot of parents like one person will do the bedtime routine and the other will clean and then they swap every night so that it just,
I agree.
You get a little bit of personal cleaning time, which some people like.
For sure.
And then you get you also get the bedtime, which some people like. So I think it's about mixing it all up so that you feel like you have a little bit of everything and not just it's just
the same thing. You don't want Groundhog's Day every day because that's when you get into the next part of how do you take care of yourself mentally. That was like a good lead into that.
Yes.
So everything we just said, obviously, we always talk about it. You got to take some time for yourself. The same way that we're telling your husband or your partner or you to put your phone down for 15 to 20 minutes. Take yourself on a walk for 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Drink a nice cup of coffee that's warm for yourself. Taking a shower is not an activity. I just want to point that out. I saw so many people writing like, I had a nice hot shower today. Like, thank you. Like, that's not an activity. That's just like normal life.
Right.
Like, I don't think your husband's like, oh my God, I need to take a shower. Like, is my wife watching the kids? Like, that has never
crossed his mind.
Crossed any father's life ever.
It's true.
But for us, we're like, oh my God, I got a 20-minute shower in and like I shaved my legs and like that was my time. That should not be your time off.
No.
That is
just
hygiene.
good hygiene. Literally.
So
I also think the reality, people like post these dumb things of like, oh, I wake up at 4:30, 5 a.m. to have personal time. I'm like,
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That's just not legit. Like, I just don't think that helps. I think, like you said, having time to like call your friends and offload some of your like mental burden helps you. Having actual 30-minute alone time, whether that's a workout, a yoga, a meditation,
something you want to do,
a book, a show. I mean, like sitting on your phone, if that's what makes you happy sometimes,
then go for it.
Then do it. But like, you know, and then I also think like planning and being organized really helps. Like I think you get into this like decision paralysis mode. Like every 3 seconds you're making a decision. What do I feed my kids? What do I pack them for lunch? What do I dress them? Who's picking them up? When are they coming there?
All of it.
School, So like your brain is just like this.
Yeah.
And I think if you can reduce the amount of decisions that you have to make in a day, in a week, it will just alleviate a lot of the shit that goes on in your brain.
I agree. Put in your phone, put in a calendar. I like to see everything, full day.
Make it organized.
Take a breath. Shh, we should all take a breath.
Yeah. Like,
I'm sure you all like that. Okay. Moving on. Ooh, I like this one.
Funny.
Woohoo. Okay. Family and in-laws. We get tons of questions. I pulled the top 3 best ones because we got thousands of questions. Not actually thousands. That's being dramatic. A good couple hundred. So boundaries with grandparents, mother-in-law in particular, personal experiences.
I think the biggest thing I've learned with like our parents versus us is that everyone has different parenting styles. And like at the end of the day, the grandparents, for what I experienced, love my kids.
Yes.
Like they really love my kids. They want what's best for them. And they also think that what they know is best.
For sure.
So they're gonna like, they don't think that they made any mistakes with raising us. And
look at us. Like we're perfect.
So it's just managing the different sets of opinions and like, are things always right and wrong? No. Is it a difference of opinion? Yes. Like when it comes to safety, I would like freak out.
For sure.
If something didn't feel safe.
For sure.
But if it's a preference, that one's hard because they're like, I don't want to feed my kids seed oils.
Yes.
But then, or like things with dye in them or whatever. But like, then you have to educate the grandparents and like.
Because they didn't know better. They didn't grow up in what we are growing up in, a completely different light than when our parents raised us.
So, 100%. So you have to approach it like not in a reactionary way. Like I would like preface things and like, this is what we're feeding our kids. This is why we're doing it this way. Like we really need your help respecting this. If you want to give a treat or whatever, like sure. But like it has
Don't tell me.
I know.
I literally go to my mom. She's like, can I give him an ice cream sandwich? It's 9 a.m. And I'm like, if he's staying at your house for the rest of the day and overnight, you can do whatever the fuck you want. No problem. But if you're giving him an ice cream sandwich at 9 a.m. and then you're dropping him off at my house, no, absolutely not.
I know. Like, why do I want to deal with that shit?
I don't want to deal with that. She's like, yeah, because he's going to love me. I was like, no, that's not how it works.
I know. And like they also, you say like no TV. I know they watch TV.
Of course they watch TV.
Like they're 60, 65 years old. Like they don't have the energy to run after a 3-year-old.
No,
like, I run out of steam.
You have a lot more energy than me. And so like 1000%, I agree. So
it's all within reason. I would say choose your battles. I would pick your top 3 things that are really important to you. And stick to your guns. And the things that are like medium importance, just
and all of a sudden, my mother-in-law is always getting on my nerves. Anyone else. Moms and mother-in-laws get on everyone's fucking nerves. That's just life. And you know what? As daughter-in-laws, we probably get on their fucking nerves. And that's just real fucking life. Call a friend.
At the end of the day, it's a difference of opinion. That's why anyone would be beefing.
There you go.
Like you want to do it in this way, and they're recommending this way. And they don't understand why you want to do it this way and the other way around.
I agree.
I think at the end of the day, depending on your relationship, being open and honest is the best course of action. Explaining why you're upset or what is important to you is the only way you're going to get through it.
I agree.
Otherwise, you're going to end up with this weird vibe of like not saying how you really feel.
And if it's a weird, strange thing that you feel uncomfortable saying to your mother-in-law, talk to your husband about it.
Yeah, and make him do it.
At the end of the day, that's his mom. Make him do it. Make him do it. That would be my biggest tip. If you're just like, I don't want to deal with this right now, and you shouldn't have to deal with it all the time, get your husband to do it.
Yeah. I also think there's no harm in being selfish. Like we had some couple like crazy stories come in where like people's mother-in-laws or moms make them feel like
shit.
Yeah, and that they were asking to be selfish for their own mental health and their baby, and like they were made to feel bad. You also have to kind of grow some thick skin and just be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, grow a pair.
Like I don't care if you want to spend Mother's Day doing some weird ass plan that I don't want to do. Like I want to spend Mother's Day with my kids. Or like I don't care that you like. Obviously, you have to still be respectful,
of course,
but you know it's your life. Like you gotta
speak up.
Okay. And then this other one, how to handle germs, friends and family kissing your baby when under 2 months.
Just say no.
Yeah.
Just say no. Literally say no.
Just say, my baby hasn't had his shots or her shots. Like,
don't kiss them. Kiss their toe. I think I remember being like, kiss their feet. Like, that's okay. But don't come near firstly, coming from someone with both kids that have been hospitalized for RSV and the flu, do not fucking kiss the kids. Kiss their fucking feet. Yeah. That's what I used to tell people. Or wear a fucking mask.
Yeah, I was going to say the mask was my other idea. Say you could go full COVID vibes and be like, I need you to wear a mask, please.
I agree.
And make it consistent.
Yeah. Not just for one person. Exactly. It's everyone. I remember I did it for everyone.
Yeah. Wash your hands, make it consistent. And you just have to learn to say no.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like once you also have kids, like, like I remember when Benny was born, like I didn't even like look at him or you. I just like went straight to your kitchen to like wash my hands. Cause you just like, No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing too is you could, if people are being really big dicks about it, you can just be manipulative and be like, oh, sorry, I have to feed the baby.
Yeah.
You can't hold him right now.
If you don't want to make people uncomfortable.
Like if people really aren't going to listen to you,
I agree.
You just manipulate them back and you just say, oops,
sorry.
He's napping. Sorry, you can't. Oh, don't wake him up. Like, I don't know, make up shit.
Yeah.
Like the baby's 2 months old. Like it really, they're not self-sufficient. Like you could maneuver it.
I agree.
And then if they ask to come over, just say, sorry, we're busy, can't have visitors today.
Fuck you. Just kidding.
Fuck you.
Next one.
Okay,
this is our last one. Last set of questions.
Practical mom life stuff.
Okay. Someone just wrote in and I loved it, so I added it in. Do a mom's night out for drinks. This girl here needs it. LOL.
I mean, we'll go for drinks
with you. We'll go for drinks with you. Send us a DM. Jesse and I are down. How and when do you find the time to work out with a baby?
It's not easy.
It's not easy. I remember with my first, I was doing Pilates just to like kind of get into it. And I have videos of like Arlo underneath me with doing the ball. Honestly, when they're a little younger, it's a little easier because they're not really moving. Like you can kind of just like put them on the mat.
Yeah. This goes back to that 5 a.m. thing. Like people wake up at 5 a.m. and work out. I think that's insane.
Yeah.
Like I really do. I think if you're not back to work, then you do it during the naps.
Yes.
If you are back to work, then you try and carve out time during lunch.
Yeah.
Like try and take a 1 hour lunch break, even a half an hour lunch break.
Right.
The other option, which my husband's doing now, is evening. Like he's working out at 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 or 8 to 9 p.m., which like it's not terrible if you have the energy to do it.
Right.
I was doing like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. workouts, but then I'm like missing my mornings, and then the mornings become chaotic, and it was just too tough.
It's too early. There's a lot of online programs that you can use. I'm currently doing Marley's Build program that I posted. I am absolutely obsessed. So I love the Pilates-based workouts, which there's a lot online too, but I also like the strength workouts where sometimes I just like need half an hour and I don't want to run to the gym. And it's amazing. So if you want a strength one, you can check that out.
Yeah, I haven't
getting
done it
stronger.
Yet.
Yeah, you got to try it.
I also think like we've built this culture where you have to like work out every day. I think if you did like 3 really good workouts a week, like I'm doing like heavy strength training like twice a week right now. And
you don't need more than that. Yeah.
And walking and all that stuff. Like it's good enough. Am I at peak physical performance?
No, but your mental health and feels better.
Exactly. And am I building muscle, which is what I want? Yes. That's what I care about right now.
Right. So that's how you do that. I'll let Jesse get into this one.
These are random that they came in this category.
Yeah, but it's okay. How to pack for an extended stay / vacation and how to fly with infant. So we have a whole episode on this. I just want to put that out there. I'm kind of just going to leave that there, honestly. We have a full episode.
The travel guide.
And we have a travel guide. So please go check that out. Like we have a full episode on that. I'm not even going to get into it right now because we have a full episode.
It's literally an hour.
It's an hour. Go check it out. This is a good one. Baby shower gift ideas. One large gift or a basket full of smaller items, something special. So this goes back to the beginning. Make sure someone just called me and was like, what should I get for a baby gift? I was like, don't forget to get something for the mom.
Yeah, always.
So something small for the mom, a pajama set, a robe, some spa things. We got to open up what I got you actually. Present. Not that this is a baby shower gift. This is just, by the way, Jesse's birthday is tomorrow. So happy early birthday. By the way, Jesse's birthday is tomorrow. And I got her a gift. So we're going to open it up. So something for the mom, something for the baby, bottle of wine for mom also. Just like, doesn't really matter.
A postpartum outfit is nice.
Yeah.
Depending on if the baby's born or not born, like getting something custom is really cute. But that obviously has to be post like the baby's born, so you know the name.
Unless you know the name.
Unless you know the name. And I think like just knowing who the mom is. Like if someone has a massive house, getting them a great big gift is nice.
Yes.
Someone lives in a tiny house, getting them a big gift is the most anxiety-ridden thing because you're like, where am I going to put this on my head? Like it's fucking annoying.
Don't do that. Also, I'm laughing. Please don't buy fucking baby blankets with their fucking names on it.
I have seven Ziggy
What are you
blankets.
doing with that? I'm like, am I cutting them all up and just like keeping the name? Am I turning into one blanket? Honestly, first kid, it's really cute. You're like, oh, this is so cute. Arlo's name everywhere. I have fucking 20 of them. And sure, Ace used them. And then Ace got 20 of them. And like, what the fuck do I need 40 blankets for? Like my brother's having a kid. I'm like, do you want blankets that say my kid's name on it?
Like,
no. Don't fucking buy fucking blankets with your kids' names on it. It's so fucking weird.
I know.
Don't do it.
Honestly, if I were to give baby shower gifts, I would give diaper subscriptions, wipes, onesies. I would get the mom like a spa situation.
Yeah.
I would get her a cleaning lady. Like these are way better gifts than a fucking baby bottles.
Like you're literally
gonna buy baby bottles.
She's gonna don't buy baby bottle. Honestly, buy something for mom and a cute little thing for baby.
It's a great idea. A cleaning lady.
That's fucking genius.
Like, you know how people bring the meals?
Well, yeah. Well, bring the meals, cleaning lady. Or like when I got you a massage.
Yeah.
Like that's what you got to do.
Way better.
Okay.
That's it.
That is it.
That's it.
Guys, do you want to open up your gift before we go?
Right after.
Okay.
Oh. Amanda's already starting
I'm already wearing it, so
I'm going to wear it after.
Guys, merch, Baby Then What, BTW.
By the way.
So epic. There's more stuff in there.
Okay.
That you're going to really enjoy before we end the episode.
Is it the vagina thing?
No.
It's like energy drink. Oh,
no, it's eye mask.
Guys, I need this stuff.
I know, guys. Get them on eye masks. Fuck, especially newborn mom.
Stella.
Grace and Stella is amazing. It's in our Amazon. I'm going to link it, so it's there.
Great.
Guys, don't forget, we are on YouTube. We are on TikTok. We are on all the above. And for us to keep going, I need you to subscribe to everything. Like, I'm just going to be flat out fucking honest. Like, just subscribe to everything so we can keep going. One click. YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Apple, whatever. Follow, because then we can keep going. We love you. This was Baby Then What, episode 1. Back. We will see you next week.
Bye, guys.